have been definitely focusing on trying to be better and trying to put up points, especially to help our defense out because our defense is playing fucking fantastic. It's a weird season, seeing, I don't know, a lot of the big offenses in the league kind of get held to under 20 points or under 3 scores.
Yeah. It's the defenses have been lights out, and it wasn't any different this past week. I mean, we knew coming in that Spags was doing some outstanding things as a defensive coordinator. That team plays together. Your team on defense plays together as a unit just about as good as anybody. I mean, it's impressive watching it when you're not playing in, and it's impressive being out there. And it also wasn't made easier being at Arrowhead. I mean,
dude, that game was as well as anybody. Rocking.
Dude, Spags is going to mix up looks. He's going to give you everything he can to throw you off, either stemming the front, spiking guys, blitzing overload from the boundary, blitzing overload from the field, blitzing single backers, zero blitz, different formations. He's going to try and mix it up as much as possible. And when you're on the road and it's as loud as it is at Arrowhead, you forget how hard it is to communicate all that stuff.
Communicate, yeah.
On silent cadence, guards are looking back. You're trying to make sure everybody's on the same page. And I'm not going to lie, that threw us off big time in the first half. I mean, majorly. And that starts with me. You know, it's me and Jalen that control the communication of it. It's my job to make sure that everything is as clear as possible for all the guys I'm playing next to. Yeah. And we didn't do a good job of that in the first half at all. We did a much better job communicating in the second half. That was the main emphasis going into halftime was, dude, we got to get this cleaned up.
Well, you guys did. You guys got it cleaned up. And for us, I mean, I kind of talked about the second half points and not being able to help our defense out. It's just obviously my turnovers are killing us. Penalties are absolutely killing us. I had one of both. I had a holding penalty and a drop and a fumble. It was it's just I'm not playing my best football right now, man, and it's pissing me off every fucking time I go out there. But as a unit, we're still together, and that's all that fucking matters. Nobody's pointing fingers. Nobody's, guys are getting fired up because guys want to be successful. I'm one of them. But we're still a tight knit group. You know what I mean? And as long as you got that, you got a fighting chance, man. And we're 7-3. Still one of the, I feel like we still control our destiny with the teams that we play in terms of getting the 1 seed. And we're just going to keep coming to work every day, man. And to Chiefs Kingdom, sorry that we didn't show our best football out there in the second half specifically. But I'll tell you what, man, you got a lot of guys in that locker room that give a damn, and we'll get it fixed.
Outside of the Denver game, which is probably your guys' worst performance to date, I mean, the other 2 losses, including our loss, you guys have the ability to look at that game and say, like, listen, we are a big reason that we lost the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reality of it. Turnovers in the red zone, drop passes. There were plenty of opportunities for both teams to win the game throughout the game. And it was sloppy on both sides. Both offenses, I think, did not operate. We certainly didn't operate at the level that we wanted to. You guys dang sure didn't. The ball didn't fall your way at the end of the game. But hey, 7-3, knowing Andy Reid, the quarterback you guys have, the way the defense is playing, it's only a matter of time before you guys are clicking on all cylinders like you have been in the past.
Yeah, we got to get this thing clicking.
As long as there are things that are within our control that we could have done to win the game, we can get that fixed.
Yeah. And you just got to have the right mentality coming into work, man. That's all.
No doubt.
And I could definitely be better as a teammate on the sidelines, trying to be a leader and things like that. And also, being accountable when my number's called.
Yeah.
Just got to be better, man. It's a frustrating game, but we did run the ball well in the first half. But really the majority of the game, our running backs were getting downhill. Our O-line was playing great. And that's a hell of a defense to be able to run the ball on.
I mean, you guys are the first defense that's done it, or the first offense that's done it.
And it's things like that you could take away from the game and know, like, all right, this is what we're capable of doing. And have some pride have some pride with that, and keep that train rolling, all while getting all the other things fixed and corrected, man.